What's up, K Block, and welcome to the block if you're new to my channel. So it is currently 11:22. I just unlocked my phone instead of showing you guys the time. It's 11:23 now, 11:23. I've just been on YouTube browsing and watching videos, and I came across a couple of college story time videos, and I was like, do I really want to talk about some of the things that I've been through? Because I've been through some stuff, especially this past semester. As a sophomore, I'm gonna be starting school in a week and a few days, on the 20th. So I just kind of want to talk about why I am not going back to the dorms and my experience living in a dorm in college. And yeah, so it's gonna be just a little talk with you guys, those of you guys who are in college now and thinking about moving out, or just you guys who are new, people coming into college, freshmen, or even a sophomore thinking about moving off campus, or just wanting to know about other people's experience with the dorm for any reason. I'm here to share my experience with you guys. So you guys have to, I don't know how my hair is really looking. I just took my braids out, so that is why my hair looks like this, guys. I need to do something to it, but I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's just probably dirty at the roots. Really dirty, so I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. But anyhow, let's get started talking about my college experience with the dorms and why I will never ever be going back, honey boo boo. Okay, so firstly, we're not gonna get started on my roommate. Don't even want to address that topic. I'm just gonna say that my roommate this past semester, which is not the roommate that I did on my roommate tag video. That was my first roommate. So I've had two roommates, and my second roommate is the roommate I'm talking about in this video. I personally just did not have a very good experience with her, and that's all I'm gonna leave it at, because just gonna leave it at that, y'all. Word of advice for people who are living with the roommate: know who you're living with as much as you can. Get to know a lot about them before moving in, because I actually knew my roommate that I had, but I didn't know her. So off the roommate topic, didn't have a good experience with my roommate this past year. So that was a big reason why I am moving off campus into an apartment. And yeah, so aside from roommate issues, another reason why I am moving and will never be going back into the dorms is because, let's just talk about the bathroom, community style bathrooms. So I lived in a building where, like, our floor had two different bathrooms, and each bathroom probably had about maybe 8 to 10 showers, something along the lines. Anywho, I lived on the floor with over 100 girls. I'm pretty sure it was probably close to 150 people that were living on my floor. So just imagine 150 people sharing two bathrooms, about approximately 18 to 20 showers. And I mean, how do I even put this? It was just disgusting, to say the least. Like, quick side story time. One day I was going to the bathroom, and actually I was coming out, like I was washing my hands, and this girl came out of the stall. First of all, she didn't have no shoes on, and to me that is a must. You must have on shoes when you're walking in the bathroom. You don't know how many people miss the toilet, one, because I've seen pee on the floor, and you know, hair gets everywhere. So like, why don't you have on shoes? I'll wait. But anyways, like, she came out the restroom, she had on no shoes, and she literally coughed in her hand, like not like this, guys. She like in her hand. So my face probably was already tore up. But then the girl goes to reach for the door handle. I'm talking straight stall to door handle. And I said, before she even got to touch it, I said, "Are you not gonna wash your hands?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." How many times do you forget a week, boo-boo? Because no one should remind you that you need to wash your hands. After that, I was like so disgusted. Like, and then the bathrooms that we had, they never had paper towels. So there was hand dryers in there. And so I would get irritated automatically every time I had to touch the door, to the point where there was hand sanitizer dispensers right outside of the door. So I would wash my hands. I would like use like this to get the door open, and then I would go and put hand sanitizer on my hands again, because that's how nasty the girls were. And you know, living with a bunch of girls anyway might get a little sticky, like as far as getting clean, but like people like me, I am very low tolerance for that. Another story, I was in the shower, and this is like, you know, I'm not gonna pin it on any race because I'm not gonna be like that, but the girls that I was specifically living with, their hair would get everywhere. And I do mean everywhere, like all on the sides of the shower doors, on, oh my gosh, that is so disgusting. Anyways, so like one day I'm in the shower. I knew he was gonna call, guys. Okay, so basically what I was saying was, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, about the girl in the shower. So I was basically in the shower, taking a shower, and literally, like, the way the showers are, there's like a space in the front where it like drops off, so where the water goes and the drain is and all that. So literally, like, next to me, I see like, first of all, I see like clumps of hair, like, and it wasn't like long hair, it was like short hair, clumps of short hair. And then I saw like soap, like it would probably be like a shower gel or something, and like it looked like as if, I don't know, because clearly I wasn't over there, but like it seemed like she was intentionally pouring it on the floor. So I'm like, what in the world is she doing? So like I like scoot over just because like I didn't want nothing to get on my flip-flops. Like just the way that if like multiple people in the shower are in the shower at one time, it's kind of like you don't want their water hitting you, because I don't know how to explain it, but that's how close the showers were. Basically, like, long story short, like I see the water that's going down the drain, and it is not clear water, it's yellow water. And I'm like, is this hoe peeing in the shower? Y'all, I was so disgusted. I literally, like, mid-shower just got out. I had soap still on me and everything. So disgusted, just left. Like, I got on my towel and I went to my room. And probably had a whole attitude. Probably gave anybody who tried to talk to me attitude. Just because I had the most horrible experience with those nasty girls. Like, they were trifling. Like, I remember, like, in our group chat, our RA literally said, like, if you guys throw up, please tell a custodian so they can clean it up. Just don't leave it on the floor. And luckily that weekend I had gone back home, so I wasn't there, because if I had seen that, oh my goodness, I would have been ready to square up with everybody in there, because those girls were so nasty. And that is another thing I can not deal with at all. I commend you if you do that and you have no problem with it. My freshman year, it wasn't even that bad, but I lived in a completely different building in a different dorm, and it was only freshman girls on my floor my freshman year. So you would think that, oh, it might have been worse. I mean, it might have been even better because this past year I was living with more upperclassmen. It wasn't as many freshmen on my floor, but no, the big girls are nasty. So that is another reason why I will not be going back into a dorm. Let's talk about the food situation in college. So they always like to tell you that the food, oh, it's great. And it is great for the first week that you're there. Like, after that first week, like, you're over it. You want to go back home to your mom and you want her to cook every single meal for you because it gets old. And I'm not even I'm gonna give it more than a week. I was good like my freshman year, like for probably a good 2 months of eating that food. But the rotation, and yes, there's plenty of places to eat. Like on my campus, we had like Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell. I hate Taco Bell though. Sorry if y'all love it. I hate Taco Bell, but we had that. We had Chick-fil-A, we had Starbucks, we had Papa John's. Don't support Papa John's no more. Anyways, next, we had Jamba Juice. And then, not to mention like all the regular cafes, sandwich places, sub places. You can get soup almost anywhere every day. Home style, Italian. But it's just not the quality food that you just really want. And I really got tired of eating that stuff. Not to mention the way my university's meal swipes work is like you have different meal plans that you can sign up for, and I personally signed up for the 14 meal plan. So you get 14 meals a week and you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner one day, or just breakfast one day. You just pretty much want to use up your 14 swipes, but you can only use up to 3 a day, which most of the time I did not wake up for breakfast, or like I was running late to class, so I didn't have time to eat breakfast on some days. And so if I say like I didn't eat breakfast all week, but I did eat lunch and dinner, and then I went home on the weekend, I wasted 4 meals. And so it was a lot of wasted money, and especially because they restricted to where you can't use your meal swipes like anytime, which it should be. I'm paying for 14 meals a week. Why can't I get those 14 meals whenever I want? Because like at that point I could still get a breakfast item and like put it up for another day where I actually, you know, but they don't work like that. That's another reason why I won't be moving off campus to be cooking my own food. Now that is kind of like a con too, because it's not very convenient to always have to cook and go grocery shopping and stuff like that, but it's something that I rather deal with versus wasting $1,000 on a meal plan that I don't even use. Like, so that is another reason, guys. Let's see, I talked about that roommate, nasty community bathrooms, the food options. And don't get me wrong, because I am gonna miss having a swipe for like Starbucks and Jamba Juice, because y'all, I love those 2 places on my campus, and Chick-fil-A, but I'm trying to eat healthier, so it's probably a good thing that I can't get Chick-fil-A as often. I can still buy it and have no tax since I'm a student there, but I don't need to be getting Chick-fil-A every day. And having a meal swipe definitely contributed to me going to Chick-fil-A and eating those french fries and chicken nuggets every day. It wasn't even that bad though this past semester, but it's still an issue. Anyways, guys, so aside from that stuff, I think, oh, the biggest thing, I don't know if this is the biggest thing, but it's the only thing I haven't talked about yet, which is basically what they don't tell you as a freshman. So I signed a 2-year contract to stay on my campus in the dorms, and that guarantees cheaper like housing cost. And honestly, like, that's fine and everything, but you will quickly learn that if you're, I mean, I do recommend that if you are that type of person that needs to stay on campus to stay focused and be, you know, on time to class and stuff, go for it, stay on campus. But I am going to be saving so much money by moving off campus this coming year, like almost $5,000 I'm going to be saving, because I don't have to waste all that money on living in a dorm with, and really when you're living in a dorm, you're paying for like all the amenities they have, like free printing and the gym that's in the basement, or like my dorm had like a convenience store type of like food place in there. So I guess that's what you're paying for, paying $10,000 to live in a dorm. But honestly, it's still not worth it to me. Like, there was nothing luxurious about that place. Like, if I'm gonna spend $10,000, can I be living in luxury and eating the best of the best? Like, yeah, it's not worth it for me anyways. But because I signed that contract and I didn't know that it would be cheaper to move off campus, I lived there for 2 years. Now that I know, I have gladly signed my lease to an apartment, which I will be moving in next Saturday. So I am very excited for that, because it is going to be saving me a lot of money. And this is a big thing. If your parents aren't paying for college and you have to take out loans, then that's your money that you have to pay back. So, like, good thing my mom was on board with me moving out, especially after all my experiences that I've had this past year. She was on board. She was like, okay, you can move into an apartment. I'm cool with that. But if your parents aren't cool with that, like, I suggest you guys talking to them like, hey, if they're not paying for your school, like if you're having to take out a loan or whatever it is, be like, hey, this is my money, I have to pay it back, I might as well live comfortably and how I want, if it's my money. But you know, everybody can't do that to their parents. I think that's pretty much it. If you guys want like a video on like my regular college experience and how I honestly feel, I feel like honestly college is way better than high school. But if you guys want like my college experience, like a story time on that, make sure that you guys drop a comment below. Make sure you leave this video a good thumbs up and subscribe. Share this video with somebody you guys don't know. Actually, share your experiences with me in the comments, like how your college dorm experiences have been. I would really love to hear them. And that's it, guys. So I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.